Hi guys, welcome to JoeGa Joy Fitness and to this beautiful yin workout we have for you today. This is Rosco. He's going to be popping in and just doing some quality control checks to make sure we're all performing as we should. No down dogs in this practice, but you know, he's got his own yoga going on, don't you? Yeah. And he'll be just making sure that we're all just enjoying what we do. It's got a lot of hips in here today, so we've got the dragon pose and we've got butterflies, so please make sure you've got plenty of props. A bolster, if you don't have a bolster, if you've got some spare mats, roll them up, use those, or use blankets or towels. I've also got with me blocks, bricks and a strap if you need it, just bringing everything in just so that it's to hand just in case you need to grab it. As always, if you do enjoy this, please like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to hearing your comments. Let's get in touch by using the boxes below. When you're ready, coming into your practice, come on down to the ground. So come down into a restorative rest. Make sure your heels are on the ground, your legs are supported by your bolster, chin tucked in, close your eyes, turn your palms to the sky and release and relax. Find space comes up in your body, move your body into it. Real comfortable space. And just watch your breath. Once you've found your comfort, do a little scan of your body. Just see if there's any areas that need any further adjustment to get that perfect ease. Each breath, think about relaxing down further, opening wider. Have awareness of each breath, notice where it goes and where it comes from. Think about your spine resting on the floor. And just use an in-breath to notice the back muscles and see if you can relax them further. Just breathe, focus on your spine. Inhaling, exhaling to release. And then when you're ready, move your awareness to your hips. Breathing in and out, trying to release. You might not have tension here, you might not have stress or strain, but you might just be holding. So just let the hips release and relax. Just using every breath to relax deeper. This area associated with Swadhisthana chakra, and this area holds our emotions, so just taking time to release and relax here. And then when you're ready again to move the awareness, take it to the legs. Thinking about the upper legs, the inner legs, the knees, the calves, the shins, the right and the left. And then coming aware of your feet, wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, and then finding that stillness in the feet and legs, that relaxation. So just thinking about your upper body, notice how your upper body moves, because it moves with breath. Just observe this, just bear witness. Abdomen rising and falling, chest rising and falling. Notice that sense of expansion as you inhale and compression as you exhale. Then move your awareness to your shoulders. Feel the shoulders drawing down towards the mat. Using your breath to open them a little more. Releasing any tension every time you breathe out. And move your awareness to your arms, upper arms, lower arms, elbows and wrists. Take your awareness to your hands, wriggle your fingers, open, close, make fists, and then release. Bring your awareness now to your face. Think about your eyebrows, your eyes, your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, chin, ears, mouth. All relaxing. Got your eyes closed, notice where your eyelids meet. You've got your lips resting, notice how they meet. Release the tongue. Do an empty swallow. Releasing the back of the tongue and just rest it behind the teeth. And just spend a few minutes here now in full relaxation, noticing your breath again. So just bring your feet onto your bolster and roll it completely away. Move it out of the way so you can straighten your legs. And reach your arms up overhead and take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Slide your legs over to the left side of the mat. Slide your body over to the left side of the mat. So you're stretching out the right side of your body. If crossing your ankles doesn't work for you, leave the legs straight. Or if you want to cross the left over the right, this will make a more grounded feeling, whereas the right crossing is stronger on the stretch. So just have a play with foot position, ankle crossing, leg position, to suit your own needs. Option here is to hold your elbows. This feels better for you. And then just run that scan through your body again, see how it feels. Spine, buttocks, legs, feet, shoulders, arms, hands, head, face. Release all tension, check that you feel comfortable. Just hold here and breathe. Don't feel like you need to look at me or look at your screen, because I'll tell you when we need to move again. So just close your eyes and release and let go. We'll be here for about another minute, so just check in, just see if everything has started to change, adjust yourself, soften it if you need to, strengthen it if you want to. Come out slowly, so release the arms and slide the body. Release the arms down beside you. And cross the legs and move them in. Just take a breath or two to notice how you feel. Maybe bend the knees and just feel how your back feels. Rock from side to side, to readjust everything back into neutral. And then, if you bent the knees, straighten the legs, coming through to the other side. Legs over to the right. This time holding the left wrist or the left elbows and sliding over towards that right side. Looking for that little curve in the spine, that little stretch. Again, take time to notice. Check how you feel. It can be very, very different from side to side. So just because you did something on one side doesn't necessarily mean you'll do it on the other. Take time to check in and decide, how does it feel? Maybe just checking, how do you want to cross the legs? Ooh, that side feels better or worse. And just adjusting it according to how it feels right now. Not what you've done in the past, not what you just did on the other side, but how this feels here right now. Let the body open and settle back down towards the mat. Release those muscles that you used to get here. Allow them to open and release. And then just let go. So just notice where your mind is at as you go through your practice. If your mind wanders off into a thought, just acknowledge that and try and pull the mind back to this moment. Back to the breath, back to the body, back to the now. So we're going to have about another minute here, so just take those little adjustments if you need them, maybe swapping into a little deeper pose or backing off into a little more comfortable pose. Soften or strengthen as you see fit. So again, coming out the way we came in, straightening the spine, releasing gently, uncrossing, lengthening. Maybe leave the legs long or bend the knees and just massage that back. Again, just noticing how you feel in this moment. Just observe, just notice. Bend your knees, please. Turning yourself onto your right side. Just take a few breaths here. Pause, breathe, release. And then when you're ready, you can make your way up to a comfortable sitting position of your choice. Just once you're seated, taking a few breaths, noticing how you feel. So we're going to come into seated butterfly, and for this I'm going to use the bolster. If you prefer, you can sit up on a blue block. Have a bolster to rest your head upon, and just come down. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, spine nice and relaxed. Just run that body scan again, see how you feel in this position. So just showing you this position from a front on angle. Soles of the feet together, knees wide and supported. So if you don't have a bolster, if you're using something else, make sure those knees are supported. And then if you want to, folding forwards. just choose the position that suits you, that is your favourite position or your chosen position. Try and settle down and release. Notice how your body is doing right now. You might have some strong sensations in the body. Outward rotation of the hips here can be very strong, forward flexion of the spine. So just be aware of what's going on and how it feels. Coming to that edge, remember, trying not to go beyond it. So the edge is the point at which the release becomes a stretch. And if you're into stretch and you're just really, really fighting and struggling with it, then back it off and go beyond the edge the other way so that you're not into anything too strong. Think of releasing and letting go. Really work with gravity. If you feel that you've released and let go and you want to go a bit deeper, then you can adjust. Watch your breath. Your breath is a great guide as to whether you've gone too far. If your breath becomes laboured and struggling, it's possible that you're too far into it. So just back it off. Long, slow, deep breaths. So we're going to be holding here for about another 30 seconds or so. Then an out breath, just lift and rise. Move your props out of the way. And just give those legs a little release. Okay, coming onto all fours. Place your bolster across. Hello. We're not doing downward dog today. Ah. Hello. Okay, we're going to take a couple of bricks here. Yes, sweetie. It's not very helpful. Come on, off you go. Thank you. Step forwards with your... Off you go. Off you go. So we're coming into dragon. Place the bolster under the back knee. Use your bricks. Have the bricks so you've got the joints in the arms stacked, so wrists under elbows, under shoulders, and your body is lifted nice and high. Opening into the groin here, so just allow yourself to settle in. If you find the back knee is aching or hurting, maybe pad it out with a towel or a blanket. Keep your chest lifted, but think about closing your eyes and just breathing into this. If you find that this is too high, you can come on to a lower setting of your bricks. If you don't have bricks, then of course you can use the ground, but just try and stay high in the chest. So, looking for this opening in the groin, not a dipping and dropping of the back. So as with all the poses in Yin, they have different names to a hatha practice. This is to remind us that our purpose is different. We're looking to open and release. So very much the same shape as a lizard, but we're looking to open and release the connective tissue in the body. And this can work on your flexibility. Energetically allowing the prana to flow. So just allow yourself to release rather than stretch. Release, release, release. Strong on this. If you need to come out of it sooner, come out. Just take a child's pose and wait for us to join you. Sit down then. Sit down. Good boy. Just check how you feel. See if you've released and opened, see if you're really fighting your body, so make adjustments associated with how you feel right now. If you need to miss this one out altogether, you can just take time in restorative rest or child. Not every posture suits everybody. This one is not particularly the most comfortable and not always accessible. So just take a breath. If you've dropped down a little lower, come back up. And then take the bottom back, stretch out that front leg. And then just take that foot behind you and just press in, release. And then we're going to set up for side 2. So, have your bricks or whatever you're using, bolster rolled in here to support the back thigh. Really lean that bolster on the thigh and come into side 2. Take your time, notice how it feels. Remember that sides are different. Stack the joints. If you've got the arms right out here, it's going to take a lot more effort to hold your body than if they're in one nice long line. It's very rude of me. If you guys don't know Rosco, Rosco the dog, he quite often comes and helps with the practices that I'm doing. He likes to check that we're in the right down dog shape. It's going to be a little sad today that there's no down dog to copy. Remembering if you feel you've got space, make adjustments accordingly. It is a challenging pose this. If you're aware of any challenges and you can adjust, then please do. Maybe you can only do it one side, maybe you've got issues that permit you to do it one side and not the other, that's fine. Just do what feels good for you right now. Checking in with the breath, checking in with any sensations in the body. Notice how you feel. Back it off if it's too strong, take it deeper if it's not enough. Again, just check your breath. It's a great indicator of what's going on. If you're struggling to breathe, then you're probably struggling to hold the posture. If you're holding the breath, you're probably struggling too. So just find that nice rhythmical breathing. Got about another minute here, so just see how it feels to hold it, remembering to come out if you need to. Slowly coming up and just bringing those bricks out, stretching out that leg in front of you. You don't have to use the bolster here. I like to use the bolster, but feel free to use the floor. And then you can just take that leg behind. Pressing in. We're going to do bridge pose next. If you don't have a bolster, you can use bricks. If you don't have bricks and you have blocks, you can use those as well. So just, I do recommend using the bolster. If you've got a bolster made of rolled up mats or towels, it's going to be a lot more comfortable than sitting up high on a brick. So just support your lower back. Support your hips. Make sure the head and shoulders is down and the knees are bent and the feet are on the ground. So the bolster, natural arch of the back, if that doesn't feel good for you, more underneath the hips. So just take time to find where feels good for you. Sit down, babe. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Thank you, darling. Sit down. Trim my hair. Sit with us. Sit down. Obviously he's much better looking than me, so taking the camera. Sit down, you joining? Sit down, baby. Be a good boy. Close your eyes and just relax into this position. Thank you, sweetie. No. Oh, lovely kisses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's beautiful. have about 1 more minute remaining in this posture, so just check where you need to be. Release and relax, find that stillness. Take hold of the bolster, push through the feet, lift up the back just enough to roll the bolster out and slide your back onto the mat. Just take a few breaths here. Notice how you feel. Take each exhalation to just release and relax from this posture. Slowly, we're going to make our way up. Try not to... No, it's okay, sweetie. You don't have to move. Just me. Coming into wide leg child. Use your bolster. Knees wide, bolster supporting the body. Coming all the way down. Big toes touching, knees wide, the bolster supporting the body. Head to one side or head forwards. Option, if you don't have the bolster, of course, is to do this on the ground. Bolster's just a really good way of supporting the body. And allowing that openness to spread. got the head to one side and you haven't turned it, turn it now, please. Few more breaths here. Releasing and letting go. Again, if you're not happy in this position, if your knees are screaming or if your back hurts, come out. And then use your hands, push yourself up. Nice and slowly. Coming down onto your backs. Coming into a twist now. Have your bolster beside you. Bend your right knee. And then just draw that over and rest it on your bolster. Turn your head if that feels good. If you don't quite get there, and I've got a little bit of space there, just take maybe a block underneath the edge of your bolster. So bring it up more like a ski slope, and then try again and see if that brings more comfort. Yeah. And you can do that with as many bricks or blocks as you need, until you've got that comfort, that ease. You don't want to be pulling on the lower back. Again, if you find space, move into it. Back onto your back. Just lie comfortable. Roll the bolster over your body, don't take the weight up too high. Again, if you need your extra props, right leg straight, left leg bent, coming over, twist. That space, move into it. breath and unwind back onto your spine. Just take a couple of breaths here. And let go. So, for the last few minutes, if you would like to, make yourself comfortable for relaxation. That supported Shavasana that we did at the beginning of our practice. I want you to stay here as long as you need. Check you're completely comfortable again, checking the whole of the spine is supported by the floor, the head, the arms, the legs, of the bolster, the heels on the ground. Let the legs fall wide, let the breath be your guide, and relax. So it only remains from Rosco and from me to say namaste.